Are you mean to yourself or are you nice to yourself? Do you like who you are? Often we will answer those questions in an affirmative. I'm kind to myself. I like who I am. Let me ask you two other questions. You float back across the course of the past several days or weeks. Do you remember how many times you said nice, kind things to yourself? Or are you better able to recall times where you've been mean to yourself? Interestingly, the negative usually jumps out brighter in our mind than the positive. You see, our brain is hardwired to keep us small, keep us safe. Thanks, Amy. Her job is always to take care of us. And unless we give her a different opportunity for how to navigate the world, she will use not only negative or difficult experiences from our past to define our present moment as ways to keep us safe. She'll also create narratives and stories around those experiences. So it is our job to be incredibly mindful about the way we talk to ourselves. Unfortunately, because humans are hardwired to have what's known as a negativity bias, we not only look out for the difficult things in our day-to-day life, we also think difficult thoughts and have many criticisms or painful emotions that travel through our days with us. So notice again, when's the last time you said something really kind or loving to yourself? How often do you lean into self-compassion, self-acceptance, even self-love? And if you're noticing that you're having a hard time pulling something up in your memory banks, that's okay. You're human. That's a sign of your brain keeping you safe. Remember that? High five, Amy. She's working on your behalf. And let's start intentionally giving her another job. One of my favorite ways to do this is to first engage in what's called CPR for the amygdala. You'll notice as I'm doing this quick touch, it's as though I'm giving myself a nice, gentle, moving hug. Even that is full of self-compassion. CPR for the amygdala is a havening techniques-based exercise that grounds our brain and our body into the present moment. It reminds us to be connected to the here and now. In part because this gentle, soothing touch releases serotonin, GABA, as well as oxytocin into our brain and our body. These are literally the molecules of the here and now experience for us. And then as we do this gentle exercise, simply playing some brain games, such as singing a childhood song like Old MacDonald, or counting numbers forwards or backwards, or even gently doing some deep breathing to different counts of 4 or 6, will help give your brain the opportunity to really enjoy these feel-good chemicals and ground you into the present moment. Why does that matter? Well, when we start going down those pathways from the past, our amygdala loves to source up all the times we've ever felt something similar to the negative experience. It's as though she's reminding us of all the ways we need to stay safe out there in the world. But she doesn't know that in the here and now, we're literally okay. You're watching YouTube. Our goal is to let our amygdala know that we are safe right here, right now. And so once we've calmed her down with CPR for the amygdala, we've also linked a video to do a guided exercise that utilizes CPR for the amygdala below. Then we want to do everything we can to build a new neural pathway to encourage a warm, fuzzy blanket of safety. And doing that looks like finding a positive experience in the world around you that is tied to a time when you've been kind to yourself, when you've intentionally connected inward and said, hey, self, you're doing okay, in a way that is positive or self-strengthening. So I'd like to invite you now to find one of those times. And guess what? If one isn't immediately available, simply find a moment of gratitude. It could be for a fresh cup of coffee, sunlight on your face, a beautiful flower or a butterfly. And breathe into that experience and connect into it. because that in of itself is self-love and self-care. You're practicing presence. And the next time you find your little friend, the amygdala, showing up and saying some less than kind things, take a moment, do that CPR for the amygdala, calm her down, and with intention, reconnect with you with loving kindness. You deserve it.